Okay, so this one, Stan and Ollie, I had no idea what it is, and then when I was quickly looking it up to get the old information ready for the racks, I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know they were making this Laurel and Hardy movie, but yes, I'm already sold. I haven't even seen it yet,
Yeah.
but I'm sold. And
Yeah.
I think before we head in, John C. Reilly can be often underrated, I feel, because he gets lumped into the camp, of course, with Will Ferrell, because they are together quite often and whatever else. I would say lately, yeah. John C. Reilly is a lot better at pulling off more serious roles and can do more serious stuff if he tried, I feel. You know? And he can play more than just the same type of John C. Reilly character in every movie, which is a good thing.
That's true.
So, and Steve Coogan is really good. Those are my thoughts going in.
John C. Reilly has a lot of range, he can do a lot of different things, and Steve Coogan is good.
Well, he's good. I mean, my set of Steve Coogan is basically from Alan Partridge stuff from the years.
Mm.
He did all the TV shows, the movies, whatever else. But hit us with the synopsis for Stan and Ollie.
Laurel and Hardy, the world's most famous comedy duo, attempt to reignite their film careers as they embark on what becomes their swan song, a grueling theatre tour of post-war Britain.
All right. Now, I don't know if it's going to be super serious or it is supposed to be a bit more comedic / serious. I'm going to assume it's option B. You'd have to assume it's because it's a true story, so there's some drama to it. But at the same time, it's obviously they're comedians for their time. Yeah. They're funny guys. So, yeah, I'd say something like that. All right, let's watch the trailer.
Okay, back projection. Cue music. And action. Hollywood legends Mr. Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy arrived in Britain today as they embarked on a national tour.
We're doing this while we're waiting for this new picture to come together. I'm going to make sure that this tour gets off on the right foot.
Good prosthetics happening.
There it is, the Eiffel Tower.
It's amazing that you two are still going strong, still using the same old material.
Here they are.
Such a wonderful reception, isn't it, Ida?
It's okay.
2 double acts for the price of 1.
Pretty empty last night. I guess people just don't want to see Laurel and Hardy anymore.
Has he been pushing you a little too hard, babe?
You know, Stan.
You could have said goodbye, Oliver, a long time ago.
We had a good thing going, but you had this big chip on your shoulder because I did a picture with someone else.
I couldn't sleep for days when they told me what you did. You're just a lazy ass who got lucky because you met me.
Lucky to spend my life with a man who hides behind his typewriter.
You betrayed me. Betrayed our friendship.
You're hollow.
You cannot go on stage again in your condition.
I love you, but I won't stand by and watch this nutty tour put you in a wooden box.
I should never have had us take this tour. I love him, Ida.
You're not leaving, are you, Stan? The show must go on.
When you watch our movies, it was just the two of us. All we had was each other.
Je ne regrette rien. And you shouldn't regret rien either.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stan Laurel and Mr. Oliver Hardy.
I'll miss us when we're gone.
So will you.
Oh, I got the music at the. I like it. I'm down.
Yeah.
Have you watched any Laurel and Hardy stuff?
Probably, but I don't remember any.
Probably just by happenstance.
It's like one of those things you just
more famous. Some of their more
like
famous
TV
stuff.
highlights or whatever. Yeah, film history.
I've watched some of this stuff. I think a lot of it would probably still stand up to, especially for kids. I feel because it's physical comedy that maybe if you try and watch when you're older, you're just like, oh, like comedy tastes change, but it's most of it was, and you can see in the trailer there, obviously, it's a lot of it was physical comedy that is, you know, someone getting hit in the face or whatever else, which
Kids love people getting hurt.
Well, they do.
That's why they
humans
love
love
UFC.
people getting hurt, I feel. So, I mean, that's the thing.
That's why people love the UFC.
Yeah. But they look really good, both Coogan and Reilly as in character.
I know some of the Reilly's like some of the prosthetics didn't look great at the start. I don't know whether it was just
did it?
I'm used to seeing him a certain way, but
yeah, maybe it was just I wasn't. Maybe I missed it, but I thought it was
just his
fine.
neck didn't look quite right. But
I mean, in real life, I don't think it looked quite right either, and that's the that's one of the leading causes of death we're heading at. But
yeah,
but you know, so it is interesting to see him quite that big, I suppose, is the thing. It looks so big that it looks fake, but at the same time, he really was that big. So
yeah, how do
you? He was ridiculously quite just round, really. You know, it doesn't go anywhere. It was just like a roundness. It was something. He had a shape to him that kind of made him a caricature that you could draw easily, I suppose. But yeah, I thought that looks quite interesting.
It looks good. I fear that they show the whole movie in that trailer.
Well, one of my things for movies like this, biography or whatever you want to call it, is do you just show a bit more because, you know,
you think everybody knows the story?
It's history, or most people know the story anyway, especially for something like this, which maybe is obscure to a smaller pocket, but to anyone like me, I suppose, or, you know, anyone who's any interest in history of film, I suppose, or comedy, stand-up comedy, or, you know, acts or anything like that, is, you know, the story of Laurel and Hardy to a degree. So how much do you try and hide? Whereas another trailer we obviously checked out earlier tonight was about a political case or a political thing that I didn't know much about because, you know, it's only 20 years ago and it's more American. Just it's American centric, whereas Laurel and Hardy, although at one time may have only been big in certain sections of the world, over the years since they've left us, I suppose, you know, their influence has carried them to be a big part of history, you know, to do with cinema and comedy, I suppose. So, but yeah, I liked it. What would you give the trailer?
I'll give it 1 up, 1 down, but almost 2 up.
I'll give it 1 up, 1 down as well. Even though I really liked it, but yeah, I agree to some point to agree with what you said about it showing a bit too much, and you have to wonder how much of my interest was just me being interested in it from the get-go, because obviously I started this video being like, I'm down Laurel and Hardy movie, you know, so Shirley in the chat says
and like, we're still not sure what tone it's going to be. It looks like
it'll be funny in parts, especially when they're actually doing the act on stage or they're filming parts for their films and stuff. But then obviously behind the scenes, it looks like it's going to be a fairly dramatic and sad movie, I guess, about a friendship and ending and whatever else. Shirley in the chat said, don't know, could go either way, 1 up, 1 down. So we're all in agreement, Ash. Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.